Hi, I'm Emma. For this sequence you need a belt. If you've got a yoga belt, great, but otherwise a dressing gown cord or a scarf will do. And something to sit on, just so when you sit you can keep your spine lifted and your heart centre open. So take your seat, cross-legged, kneeling on a chair, whichever feels best for you. And lift your chest and let your shoulders relax. Close your eyes for a moment and turn your palms upwards. Take your awareness to the top of your breastbone, and without doing anything at all, just notice any movement there as you breathe in and out. Then take your awareness to the sides of your rib cage, each side. Let your elbows come out to the side a little. Let your armpits lift a little. And just feel the space in the side ribs as you breathe in and out. Feel them expand away from each other with your inhalation. Keep your spine lifting, your chest lifting throughout. And then take your awareness to the back of your body. And feel your back ribs open with your inhalation. Feel any other movement or sensations there as you breathe in and out. And then just feel the whole bowel of your chest, the whole bowl of your chest opening a little more with each inhalation. Keep your shoulders soft, the skin on your upper back releasing down. And then relax your awareness. Feel your bottom on the support, feel your thighs releasing down. Feel your hands on your legs. Take one more breath and then slowly open your eyes. Come up and stand next to a wall. I'm going to do the first one facing forward, so if you can start with your right arm if it's not too confusing, but start with any hand. And I've got the mirror here so you may be able to see behind me. No, you can't. Bring your hand onto the wall like this, so your palms on the wall, and get as close in towards the wall as you can. So your hand wants to be about hip height, or if you've got more flexibility, I'll show you from here, you can have it as high as your shoulder, but no higher. So you can always let that get higher as you get more flexibility. Press your hand into the wall like you would with downward dog. Bring your other hand, so the back of your hand's on your lower back. Lift your chest, keep your legs facing forwards, keep your legs strong, roll your arms out. Press the inside of the hand that's on the wall onto the wall, roll your arms out, and then turn your chest just gently away from the wall. Try not to lead with your head. Imagine your eyes are on the top of your chest and they're leading. Keep rolling the arm that's against the wall strongly out. Press the thumb and index finger into the wall. Take a few breaths here. And then exhale and release. And you can see from behind now, my hands firm on the wall. Shot there, yep. The thumb and index finger are pressing in. Again, if you're more flexible, you can have the hand higher, but otherwise have it about in line with your waist. Thumb and index finger on the wall. Roll your upper arm out. Bring the other hand onto your lower back. Let that elbow stretch back. So your chest's really open, both arms strongly rolling out. Lift your chest and then keep your legs, your pelvis facing forwards, but let your chest turn just gently, slowly away from the wall. So you get your chest as broad as you can. Keep breathing. And then exhale and release. Turn and face the other way and bring your hand onto the wall again, so your fingers are a little bit lower than your shoulders. Have your hand, it doesn't look like it in the camera, but have your hand in line with your shoulder. And you see how my arm's a little bit bent. So that bent arm allows you to get a really good turn. I want you to press your hand onto the wall, especially the inner hand, the thumb and index finger again. Have your other hand just on your lower back so you can keep that side of your chest open too. And then press your hand onto the wall and roll your upper arm out. It's almost like you're trying to turn the house behind you onto its back. Really roll your arm out, and as you roll your arm out, feel how this side of your chest lifts and your shoulder blade engages. Keep the inner hand pressing onto the wall and keep the upper arm rolling out. Feel your shoulder blade really firm and keep that side of your chest really lifting. Legs firm, feet parallel, and breathe. And then exactly the same action, but turn your fingers away from you. Press your hand again onto the wall, especially the inner hand. Roll the arm out. Imagine you're turning the house behind you, turning the wall on its back. Really roll your arm out. Press your shoulder blade in. Keep the other arm drawing back so your chest stays open. And then release and turn your fingers down to face the floor, so a little stronger on the wrists. Again, press the thumb, the index finger side into the wall, roll your arm out, lift your chest, keep breathing. And exhale and release. And we'll do the other side. So the same thing, hand a little bit, arm a little bit bent, fingers about in line with your shoulders. Have the other hand on your lower back and keep rolling the other arm out so the elbow comes back and that side of the chest stays broad. Press your hand into the wall, roll your arm out. Imagine you're turning the house behind you again, really rolling the upper arm out so the front of the arm lifts, the front of the armpit lifts and the back descends. Keep your legs facing forwards, keep them firm, and breathe. And then release and turn your fingers to face behind you, and then the same action, press the heel of your hand, press the thumb and index finger onto the wall, roll your arms strongly out, keep the shoulder blade firm. And then turn your palm so that your fingers face down. And the same action, really rolling your upper arm out as if you're turning that wall behind you. Turning it that way. Lift your chest, thighs back, bottom in, sacrum in. And then exhale and release. Bring your hands onto the wall. Press. Did we do the wrist one? Did we do that? Yeah, I think we did. Bring your hands onto the wall, stretch back. So I've got my hands higher than my shoulders now, and that's much easier, and I've got them wider than shoulder width. So if that's enough for you, that's fine. You might even, if your shoulders are tight, you might even need your arms up here and just move your chest in towards the wall like that. If you can, have your hands in line with your chest so you come into a right angle shape. Roll your arms out again, press your hands firmly onto the wall. Stretch your thighs back and let your head relax. Good. And then inhale and come up. And sit down, sit however you're comfortable. If you want to sit in a chair, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to sit in Virasana. So I've got something under my bottom so my knees are completely comfortable. I don't have to think about them. And have, again, this is where you need the belt, so have it handy. Stretch your arms out and do Garudasana, the eagle pose first. Lift your chest, press your shoulder blades in, move your tailbone down. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, bring your right arm underneath your left. Make a right angle with your right arm and bring your left hand in front. Turn your little fingers to face forwards and lift your elbows so you're trying to get them in line with your shoulders. Lift your chest. Again, let your sitting bones descend, let your shoulder blades descend. Keep your chest lifting and bring your forearms away from your head. Breathe here. Release, keep your chest lifted as you release. Inhale, stretch out again. And then exhale, bring your left arm underneath your right. Turn your little fingers to the right so they face forwards. Lift your elbows, lift your chest, relax your shoulders. Keep your chest lifted, keep breathing, keep your sitting bones firm and down. Keep your chest lifted as you release your hands, and then take the belt and bring it over your right shoulder. Reach out with your right arm. Again, press the shoulder blade in, lift the chest and bend the elbow and bring it onto your back. Just wherever it goes, see if you can take the belt. Keep this space in the right side of your chest, and you might use your left hand to just wiggle the arm up a little bit. But if you get like this, then don't do it. Keep the space. Keep this arm rolling out. Keep the shoulder blade on your body. Then stretch up with your left arm. Reach up as you stretch up with your left arm. Keep the right side lifting. So you don't want to be like this. You want to keep even in your body. And then bend your elbow and take the other end of the belt. You can walk your hands towards each other if you've got that movement. Get them as close as they can without straining, without disturbing the lift in your chest. And then pull on the belt and stretch your elbows away from each other. And then exhale and release. Keep your chest lifted, bring the belt to the other side. Reach out with your left arm. Bring the back of your hand onto your back. You might find this side completely different. Use your right hand to help you lift. The hand a little higher if you can. Take the belt, roll your left arm out. Reach up with your right arm, bend the elbow, wiggle your hands towards each other. Don't strain, keep your chest lifted. Look down, check that your chest is even, you're not wonky. And stretch your elbows away from one another. Keep your sitting bones, your tailbone down. Keep breathing. And then exhale and release your arms. Move the belt. If your shoulders are tight, then you'll probably need a blanket or a pillow under your head to help your shoulders relax a little bit more. So take something under your head or your neck. Make sure your neck's supported, not your shoulders. Start with your knees bent and just tuck your shoulders under a little bit more. You can even take the mat and just pull on the mat to tuck your shoulders under, and then let your arms relax out to the side with your palms up. Lift your hips just a tiny bit and move your tailbone towards your heels. Let your sacrum relax down, and then stretch one leg at a time away and let your legs flop out away from each other. Close your eyes. Let your arms, your legs relax completely. Let your shoulders relax completely. Let the back of your head relax down. And let your face relax. Feel the space in the centre of your chest once more. And imagine you're breathing in and out of that space. And then relax your breathing completely. Relax your whole self completely. And then slowly bend your knees. Press your feet onto the ground. And roll onto your side. Support your head with your hand or your arm. Make your transition back into the outer world as slow and as gentle as possible, so you really honour that introspection, that reflection on your inner space, So slowly come up, sit comfortably, feel the resonance of the postures that you've done, some release in your shoulders, some space in your heart. And then bring your palms together. Keep your chest lifted, let your heart lift towards your thumbs. Breathe in here. And as you breathe out, bow your head to your heart. Then release your hands, open your eyes, and lift your head. Thank you.